Well, talk about a video no one asked for, right? I'll be going through my collection of sabers, that is to say, toy ones, light up ones, plasticky ones. Basically, where it all started with me, with having sabers I could actually swing around and duel with and stuff, not just like video games or apps. Real deal fun time sabers. So, to start off with, we got this bad boy. This old dented, scratched up, partially chewed by the dog Chungus guy here. And yeah, 2012. This is what they sold at Walmart. Man, look at that. But this is what they sold at Walmart for the longest time. And wow. It almost looks like they were going to do it, but they used to make them to where this whole bit, in order for the blade to pop out, you'd have to hold it down, slide it back, release, and yeah, basically pop it. But the blade pops out the same way pretty much. Well, that didn't go well. There it is. There it is. Everything was all in the imagination with these things, for real. It made all your Star Wars dreams come true with your buddies for cheap. All of it came true because of these bad boys. That dog really got into it, didn't he? But yeah, super light, super easy to spin around. All the whooshing noises you ever want to hear. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, I definitely like the whole worn out look that it has, but it's plastic, so it looks worse than it would on a real hilt made of metal. But I guess it shows a bit of aging, doesn't it? I like that. I like these. I like these to when you fold them in. Kind of like a Russian nesting doll. It goes all the way in and locks with the press. And you get to see it right there. And then, of course, voila. Fast, simple. And I think at one point in human history, they made this exact kind of deal, but it was able to light up and make sounds. And they still do that. I don't know if it's Hasbro, whoever does it, but they still make them to do that. But it's not the same. Which brings me to the modern version of this dingus, more or less. And I have three of said versions. The Darth Vader, the Obi-Wan, and Luke. And I wanted a green lightsaber for the longest of times. If it was gonna be Luke's, even better. But yeah, a smooth, plasticky surface. Bit better than the Anakin one. But of course, as you can tell by the button and the very clear, translucent appearance of the blade, this sucker lights up. You might be wondering what this sucker is for. Well, think of it as a muffler, but also think of it as an attachment mechanism. So if you had more than one of these, hey, no screws required. Of course it means both ends are going to be muffled, but you could get a little Darth Maul action out of that. He's kind of dorky, but yeah, I like these a little bit. My only grievance being that, of course, for whatever reason, they did not make it to fold all the way inside. Like, seriously. What is this? A lightsaber dagger? No, I don't like that. But everything else about it is okay, I guess. Moving on. And those All three of them I got all at once on Christmas, maybe 5 years ago, roughly. And sometime after that, I also got this Kylo Ren dude. Back when I thought his saber was actually pretty cool. But now that I really look at it, I wish these would go all the way in for that more subtle effect, the way that this one does. But at the very least, you know, the best part is that it's pretty much this bad boy. Pretty much the same concept. And, well, I do like how they mastered the whole pop-out effect. There she goes. You really do have to give it a good swing, though, unless... Because if you don't, it's going to do pretty much what it just did there and fail you. And yeah, I guess this took a bit of beating. It took a bit of beating over time, but they really, really tried. I mean, they really, really tried to get some textures in there that absolutely no one is going to be able to see without giving it a closer look. I mean, seriously, you can't even pick it up on the camera. They even tried to make little textures on the side blades. Like, what? Why bother? It doesn't light up. But basically, it's the whole unstable appearance with the little fiery things. It doesn't look good. It's not convincing. Because again, you can't even see it. Like, you really, really can't see it. No, it's not happening. But I guess whatever sells. I like it. But a couple years had gone by. I'd moved past all that plastic biz and started thinking, how much would it cost to get a real deal kind of lightsaber experience? Well, randomly, last year, I thought I got into RGB. And this, my friends, is the Musafi, I hope to God I'm pronouncing it correctly, saber from Zia Sabers and RGB for, at the time, $79 with some tax and shipping, probably 85, maybe 80 something, whatever. But this is just one of the two that I got for myself. Unless it's dead. Are you dead, my son? She's dead. She is dead, dead, dead. Well.
Type low battery, please charge.
Really? Okay. Okay, I think I may have tricked it into having some degree of juice left, so... Oh, this must be my Calcestis font.
Low battery, please charge.
Well, yeah, there you go. Brief moment of... Okay, I'll charge it, not that I care. If there is one, though, like that guy, this guy, okay, this guy, you know this guy? I think they called him Calcir. It's another Zia Saber. And yeah, by the way, I had this one. It's dead. That one's dead too. The other Musafi. But this guy, I don't know if you could tell right away, but much thinner, narrowed out blade, which for the case of RGB is actually a good thing because of how much more the light passes through completely. Don't you be dead too. There she goes. Now that is a much more complete look. I mean, yeah, it's still got shadow here, but yeah, that's not too shabby. I mean, absolutely zero movie accuracy when it comes to sounds, but um, it takes forever to power on and power off, so that's a bit of a downside. But man, the Musafis, these guys have everything. They don't just have built-in sound fonts, but they have music to go with some of those sound fonts. And you could cycle through the music, you could cycle through the sound fonts, just like you would on a NeoPixel. And yeah, it has the color changing options. I mean, this one does too. It works a little differently though. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. Now that's the blade lock. 1, 2 blinks. No. This should be it. See, you could switch to it by taps. Like that. And there's some way to stop it. I think you press and hold again. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's see if I've tricked it long enough. Or better yet, just simply force it all over here. Yeah, okay.
Power on.
Sorry, got some discoloration going on over here. You can't see it on the camera, but it's not perfect, guys. But it is kind of cool. I think if I wanted to turn the music on, I'd have to turn it off first. And then let it blink, what was it, 5 times? 3 times? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Wow. One of these. I'll turn that off real quick. Shut up. So you have to wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that kind of sucks. You have to wait until it cycles through the rest of the music to turn off. But one of these that I got is not that clash sensitive, and it's probably this one because, yeah, it's this one. Because of the way I have the screw set in, I had to fix it a little bit. That's the one that isn't very clash sensitive, and that sucks because I think Zia Sabers kind of has a quality control issue. A bit of a quality control issue. And the cores on these are also different. Like the inside of this one is most certainly different than the inside of that one. Yeah. The inside of that one I'm pretty sure is black. This almost looks like a Profi core. But you know, it isn't. It certainly is not. But anyways, like I said, I got these last year. Wanted to do a whole Ahsoka thing with these two, but turns out they were too different in terms of clash sensitivity, and yeah, they kind of just felt slightly different from each other. It wasn't a big deal or anything, but I do wish that clash sensitivity wasn't so different between them. Would have been awesome if they were completely the same. But even before I got a carbon copy of this one, like you see here, I got this guy thinking it wouldn't be that different either. But the blade is thinner, the sound fonts are completely like cheap 99-cent store Space Sword sound fonts. They're super cheeky, and yet it tries to be movie accurate because it has like Luke Skywalker on it. It has the dark saber on it, but none of the sounds are spot on whatsoever. None of them. I mean, look. See for yourself. If it would do it. Oh, what, you're being shy now?
You have something I want.
Okay, see, look. I mean, that's cool and all. But of course, that's just not what the Darksaber sounds like. Like, nah, man. And then I don't like the way those power off. I wish they powered off like they're like real sabers are supposed to. But man, you know what I forgot to bring out? I forgot to bring out my Force Effects sabers. I'm gonna bring out, of course, the only one that really works any good, the Anakin / Darth Vader one. And again, sold at Walmart. Way more expensive, of course, than these doohickeys, but they're not half bad. I mean, these are amazing. But the one I'm talking about, not that bad. You'll see in a second. So roughly the same time period I got this, I also got this Chungus. I mean, man, look at that. Blade isn't all that long, but it's pretty cool. Kind of easy to swing. It's wobbly and very cheap feeling, but it's pretty good. Turn it on. It has this really nice demo mode. Wait a second. Check it out. Pretty sweet. But because it wasn't like an official character one, the blade does that glowing on and off thing. If it were like the Darth Vader one specifically, or the Anakin one specifically, the blade would go up and down. But usually, this is how it works. And Anakin on one side. Alright, yeah, pretty simple stuff. Clash on clash, swingy swingy. Turn it off, and when you turn it back on, it's this bad boy. You could pretty much hear the more sinister growl in this one, as opposed to this one. Yeah, that's that one. Got that little ring thing right there. I guess with the design this simple, there's only so much you can get wrong with the hilt here. Very cheap, very chunky feeling, and it works with batteries, like double A's. I don't remember how many, but yeah, that's the old Chungus. And now, after all of this time, after all these years, we come down to the perfect child.
Power on.
I forgot to add a drag tip effect. I guess it's fine. You did not see that. Model or WP? Of course, with NeoPixel, with XenoPixel soundboard, comes with fonts of its own, but also fonts you can add. Vexen. And his brother. Pretty cool. Lots of cool stuff here. Yeah. Of course, this is my favorite one. But, as I've been told, if you want a dual, the RGBs are your best bet. I don't even know if this one would be fine for the job. Probably would be. But of course I'd much rather do this one that turns on fast and turns off fast, you know? But anyways. Larshi blows. That be it. That be it. And there is music, depending on the font. You probably have to add it in yourself, but what really sells this is that the music could be turned on or off with a simple twist, instead of having to cycle through every single track that's pre-built, like on the Musafi. You just go through it like that. And changing fonts actually turns everything else off. So that's also pretty cool. You already know this one. And that's a beat that I made. I loaded on here by converting it to a WAV online and just renamed it as a track and moved some files over. And now we have this. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, that's all the dinguses. All the dinguses I've got in this super long video no one asked for. Till next time.